Hello, my name is Aaron Thorp. You are tasting again with me from my apartment in the East Village. It is still not ideal. Might need a haircut. Ugh. But today we're going to be tasting one of my favorite Oregon Pinot Noirs. It is Cristom, 2018 vintage Mount Jefferson Cuvee from Eola Amity Hills. Eola is one of my favorite sub-regions of Oregon, in that it produces wines that are kind of maybe the most mineral backbone. Volcanic soils plus marine sediment. The volcanic giving it this kind of hint of smoke, and the marine kind of sediment giving it this minerality, produces wines that are really intoxicating. I like Oregon because it kind of bridges the gap between Burgundy and California, and Burgundy is obviously an amazing region, but oftentimes not in a price point that I can afford all the time to drink. So I like Oregon a lot. Oregon also, to me, has kind of avoided the corporatization of wine, which means that there are farmers that are really growing the fruit and making the wine, which leads to kind of more sustainable approaches to winemaking, of which Cristom is not an exception. They are one of the kind of leaders of sustainable winemaking in Oregon. Salmon certified and life safe, so I love all of those things about it. Let's taste the wine and see where we're at. Pinot in general is a grape variety that leads with kind of aromatics and kind of weightlessness or etherealness. It's really high-toned. It's driven by red to black fruit, and this is absolutely textbook red to black fruit. You have red and black cherry, blackberry, kind of brambly notes to the wine. It's a lot of fresh herbs to it, so non-fruit characteristics, tarragon, and maybe kind of oregano. These really beautiful, maybe not oregano, what am I thinking of? Chervil. Really beautiful kind of fresh herbs. And some non-fruit characteristics as well. And I think that's one of the hallmarks of Pinot Noir. In Burgundy, you would think it was, we call it forest floor, this kind of mushroomy funk that you get from the forest. In Oregon, to me, that really is about this smell of like potting soil. Really beautiful, mineral-rich soil that you're smelling. Acid levels are really beautiful, high-toned. Tannin is really supple, really fine tannin. It's a wine that is super composed, buttoned up, really lovely, really great for spring. The types of food that I would eat with this, obviously classic dishes from Burgundy, like beef bourguignon or coq au vin, Gruyere cheese or things like that, mushroom risotto, maybe some like spring pasta, lobster pasta with fresh peas. Fish is obviously an option, but I would say fish that have a little bit higher fat content, so tuna or salmon. And my favorite iteration is the way that they do it in Oregon, which I've had the opportunity to have one time, which are 25-foot long fire pits, huge steaks with the ability to hold fillets, and they're staked out over this long fire pit. The salmon is kind of slow roasted and smoked over the fire, and it's one of the most kind of enchanting expressions of food with Oregon Pinot Noir. Just a note for Pinot or red wine in general, I like this wine just under room temperature, so I put it in the fridge just after I open it. It's a really, really compelling wine. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.